Hey, let me know you're watching. Let me know that you're listening. Let me know your name. Go ahead and put that in there. We are getting ready to start. Sorry, we're a little bit late, a little bit behind. I want to let you know what we're going to do tonight, and I'll do that in just a couple of moments. All right, so tonight we're going to be dealing with a frequency that's, I'm going to let you know what's going to benefit. I'm glad that you guys are on. This is a really good frequency. I've used it before, and it's just that good. Good to see you in Pittsburgh, you and Aaron. Hope everybody is in a good place of peace and quiet so that you can actually listen and not just hear the music. But this particular frequency is known as the love frequency. It's also known as a very powerful miracle tone. So you'll hear me play this tone. It's called a drone tone. I'll be playing that as well as accompanying myself on keyboard. And I'll be playing in the key of David, which the key of David is 444 hertz. And it's the same frequency he used when he was playing over Saul. So we know it works. Okay. Here's the things that this thing benefits. This which is awesome. Promotes reducing stress, the stress hormone cortisol in your body. So it helps to reduce the stress and the cause of it. It also helps to transform and produce miracles in your life, which means that you open up yourself to receive what God has for you. Very important, instead of being closed off. Another benefit of this particular frequency is that it helps to produce self-confidence and self-esteem, which means that it removes the bad stuff in our lives so that we can feel better about ourselves. So this is a very good frequency, and a lot of therapists use this. And in our session, we're going to use this too. But I also like to combine it with the spiritual part. And so I'll be praying in tongues, and that's a great way to receive a miracle. So we know that miracles can happen, and God has given us these particular tools to use. So we're going to get right into it right now. I've got some ocean music going on, and in a moment you'll hear a tone, and then we'll spend about 22 minutes in this right here, okay? Here we go. bless you guys for being on. Do me a favor and send me a testimony of what you are sensing, even what you may be feeling in your body as we do these. Even on a weekly basis, you've had a few, some of you, by now. And you can go back and listen to them for now. And it's almost just as good to listen to it on repeat as it is to have it live. There's a little bit more that happens when we do it live that doesn't happen when we do it Memorex. So I've had a couple of great testimonies this week. I've had just yesterday, I had someone contact saying, pray for their daughter. Their daughter was having inflammation and needed some prayer, and so we sent her a recording of one of these, and I believe I sent this particular frequency to her, and they played it in her room, and she was in the hospital, and today the inflammation is gone. I asked how much they played it. They played it at night. They played it 5 times in the day. What's interesting about this particular kind of therapy is that it enters the body even at a low volume. So I may have the drone going and the music at a low volume, but you are still receiving even though it's not loud. Even though you may be doing other things, you're going to be receiving it. I'm just asking that you may maybe start out in a quiet place, but you could be doing a lot of things and your body is still going to receive what is being put out there, which is a great thought because it also lets you know that sometimes the reasons why we feel bad is because we are hearing sounds in through our body and frequencies, vibrations, and we don't even realize our body is being affected by the things that are going on around us. And so then things get out of balance, and then when that happens, we get stress. So then as soon as stress happens in the body, you have other areas of the body that try to compensate for the stress you're experiencing in one place. And then you have sickness, disease that begins to form in the body because the body gets weakened by trying to take care of the stress. So you have to de-stress. And this is one of those great ways God has designed for us to do that by having music played a certain way, and I play it a certain way, and it is based on the things that I've learned, and knowledge-wise, book-wise, as well as in the spirit. And so it is just so magnificent. I'm dealing with a lady who is also dealing with cancer, and I told myself I don't want another cancer patient to die that comes in contact with me. And her liver enzymes, they are getting to the place of balance, which is good. Whether they're supposed to increase or decrease, I forget. I think they're supposed to increase, and we've been doing therapy twice a week for a little bit now, and everything is improving. In fact, this week her report was things were smaller. Things were smaller as far as the way cancer was showing up. It was showing up smaller, which is an awesome testimony. And so we know that this stuff works. Many people don't know about it, and the world has taken it and made it into a new age thing and witchcraft and all kinds of other things. And it is something that many accredit David to doing first. And so we're just taking it back and giving it to the saints so that we can survive in our bodies so that we can do the work of the Lord. All right? Bonnie said, you have no idea. I have a lot to say. How can I send you a message? Send me a message. I don't know. Let's see. You just have to call me. I'll give you my phone number. You give me a phone call and you talk to me and let us know what's going on. But this stuff works, guys, and you don't even have to know that it's working in the beginning when you hear it. It could just be in your ear, but it is working. Parents are using it to put their kids to sleep. People are using it in the morning to just play before they go to work, on their way to work. So the stuff works, and the science around it really works. And so I'm going to do more of this, and then we also do private sessions. And right now, you should catch me because they're free. Everything is free right now, and because I'm just developing the testimonies and everything for it, so that people are a little bit more convinced of the reputability of this, so, or reputability, if you want to say it. So it works. Just people need to know that it does work. I had a guy, young kid, wound up in the hospital and was dealing with a lot of symptoms. You would think it was COVID, but it wasn't. It was a heart thing, and it was what's going on in the heart and the valves, all this heart stuff was going on. Sent it to him, and he's under 30 years old, played it on his phone in the hospital, and the next day or the day after, he was able to walk out of the hospital, and they said a completely different analysis, and they came up with all he really needs to do is change his diet. At first it was an emergency situation, and it turned into change his diet. And so before, I would have passed on believing that this stuff worked, that it was just coincidental, but now I know that it does work. It's even as simple as, I just got 2 puppies, and this frequency that's in my body, what I'm putting off, my puppies feel. Right? We always knew that about dogs. Like, don't be in fear around a dog, because they will react to that fear. That is the same thing that happens in the spirit. So I learned that you can put 2 things together, and they can have 2 different frequencies, and the weaker frequency will basically submit to the greater frequency. So let's say that God's frequency is greater than our frequency. Heaven's frequency is greater than the earth's frequency. So when we allow him to speak into our lives, that frequency is so strong that it causes our lives to get into sync to his frequency. It just works like that. God is light, God is sound, sound is light. It all works together. So I'm hearing one of my puppies scream now. Anyway, Bonnie, I'll give you my phone number, and I'll send it to you in Messenger. God bless you guys for being on. Share this, or at least tell somebody. We'll be doing this next week. And I think I'm going to do a different frequency and introduce you to that. All right, so it's new, but it's great. Yeah, it is awesome. I'm glad you guys appreciate it. Your bodies, most of all, will appreciate it. All right, peace and peace.